I do look forward to seeing the show in a way that I don't normally, because I don't love watching stuff that I'm in too quickly usually, but because I don't exist in fairy tale land, I get to enjoy all of that as an audience member and really experience it as an audience member. And I always feel like there are things that, even in reading the script over and over again and actually doing the show, things come together differently when you see it visually. And so I feel like I kind of look forward to the puzzle pieces fitting together each week as well, and on a whole different level. Mm-hmm. So many, I always feel like there's so many scenes that I love. And then it keeps kind of like, you know, every episode has something new. I would say I definitely would, I would lean toward probably that last scene with Sheriff Graham. Mm. I mean, not only was I kissing one of the hottest men on the planet, which, you know, was okay. But it was really such a huge turning point for Emma as a person. You know, it was an incredibly vulnerable place that she went. I mean, she really allowed herself to love someone romantically, and even though it was for a brief moment, for the first time in her life. And you know, normally that happens when you're about 13, and for Emma, it didn't happen until she was 28, and under crazy circumstances. So I think that turning point for her was something that was really fun to figure out as an actor and experience. And then there was the kissing.
Lana, how do you begin to choose?
That's a tough one.
I want to ride a horse.
Jimmy's taking horseback. How nervous were you playing the big Neil Bay reveal? Because that's a huge part for the character. It's a huge part of the storyline. And you know, we found Emma surprised, which doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, that's always my favorite, when Emma's surprised, because she doesn't have time to have her guard up and put her emotional armor on. So you get to sort of see through all that and see the little wounded girl that's still in there that she doesn't let out that often. But yeah, that scene was definitely terrifying. It was so wonderful on the page. I mean, my heart was racing just reading it when we got the script. They just did such an amazing job of so many things happening at once. So there was a lot of pressure going into that, wanting to really have that payoff be right, and to be honest about realizing that Henry now knows that I've lied to him, at the same time realizing he knows who his father is, at the same time, you know, Neil finding out he had a son, at the same time, me not knowing that he was the son also of Rumpelstiltskin, who has been my nemesis. Like, it was like, how do you play all of that in like the 3-second clip that they cut to me in? You know, it was just like, that was like every emotion in 3 seconds. So yeah, I mean, it's sort of terrifying, but then you are reminded that you're with extraordinary other actors, with extraordinary writing and extraordinary directors and editors, and you know, Mark Isham writing great music behind it, and you know, you have this whole team that rises up a big moment like that, and then you just hide in it and go, thanks.
Adam and Eddie, how long have you known that Neil and Bay were going to be the same person? Was it since day one?
And you know, of course, at the time we thought we were very clever, and then you know, the minute and we thought during the summer break
Emma and Neil have kind of reunited. Can they come together to help raise Henry? Is there a future there between them?
It'll be interesting to see. I think that, you know, Emma, I think, may have a chance of being able to forgive him on some level once more is explained to her, but that doesn't mean she would ever want to be with him. You know, I mean, that's definitely something she's not gotten to a point of being able to handle or deal with at all in her mind, and plus he's engaged to someone else, so it's just like a non-issue right now. But in terms of raising him, she really wants to do what Henry wants. You know, she feels like if what Henry wants is to have Neil in his life, then that's what she's going to fight to do, you know.
Well, thank you so much.